สวัสดีค่ะ ดิฉันชื่อ Isariya Locke. Hello everyone, my name is Isariya Locke. I am a community librarian at Fresno County Public Library. In this video, I am going to share with you my family recipe. It's called Tom Yum Goong or Thai lemongrass soup with shrimps. Before I start, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am Thai. I was born and raised in Thailand and immigrated to the US in 2001. I became a US citizen in 2007. I have been living in many places in the US. The first city I lived was Norcross, Georgia. It's a suburb of Atlanta. My first 6 months in the US was very difficult. Besides a language barrier, I was also allergic to the weather and many other things. I was homesick. I missed my family, my friends, my job in Thailand, and most of all, Thai food. My family runs a small fast food restaurant in Bangkok, Thailand. My mom cooked all kinds of tasty food. I helped her at her restaurant since I could remember. When I was about 15 years old, my mom trained me to cook many dishes. But when I went to college and worked full-time, I didn't have a chance to cook much. It was easier and affordable to eat out in Bangkok. So when I lived here, I have to cook by myself. There are many dishes that I can't find in the Thai restaurants. Back then, my cooking skill was a little bit rusty. So I always called my mom asking for her recipes and some tips. I still ask her until this day. You can find a recipe online, but it's hard to make it to taste like your mom's cooking. Now let's talk about Tom Yum Goong or Thai lemongrass soup with shrimps. Goong in Thai means shrimp. It is my favorite soup and famous dish in Thai cuisine. You can use different kinds of meats in your soup, but most people like shrimps, seafood, and chicken. There are two types of soup base, clear and creamy. Today I will show you the clear one. The soup base is made with 4 main ingredients: lemongrass, kaffir lime leaves, galangal root, and shallot. Flavor with lime juice, fish sauce, and crushed red chili peppers. You can adjust to your taste, but it should have sour and spicy flavors. Okay, let me show you all the ingredients you need for this flavorful soup. Okay, as you can see, here are the ingredients for Tom Yum Goong. For the soup base, we need broth, preferably chicken broth, and we need 2 stalks of lemongrass. I grow lemongrass in my backyard, so this one may look different from the store. We need galangal roots, and I would like to emphasize this. In some recipe, they wrote like ginger root. I would say that we do not put ginger roots in Tom Yum Goong or lemongrass soup. If you don't have the galangal root, just do not put it in. Just lemongrass is okay. Lemongrass is the most important ingredient in this soup. As its name, lemongrass soup. So, and then next one is kaffir lime leaf. I also grow these in my backyard too. And shallot, lambs, Thai chili pepper, cilantro, and of course shrimp. You can use other kind of meat, chicken, seafood. Let's go good. That will be good with this kind of soup. And mushroom, important ingredient, fish sauce. Lime juice from this. Okay, and then from these vegetable or herbs right here, for the lemongrass, you need to bruise it and then slice it. And galangal roots here, you cut in a slice, in a thick slice. And for the kaffir lime leaf, just tear it. And the shallot, bruise it and then cut it in half. Then cilantro is just roughly cut it or just pick it just for the leaf, use it for garnish. And I want to add one more thing. If you like a mushroom, you can use any kind of mushroom. This is oyster mushroom. This one is good ingredient for the Tom Yum Goong too. I love this so much. Okay, that's all ingredient that you need for your Tom Yum Goong soup. Now let me show you how to do it. Bring the chicken broth to boil. Okay, so water already boiled, so we can put garanga, lemongrass, and shallot, kaffir lime leaf, bring it to boil. Okay, while we're waiting for the soup to boil, we can crush the Thai chili pepper. This pepper is really spicy and hot. You can just omit it if you cannot tolerate heat. Just leave it out completely, or you want just try one for a little bit spice. But if you like really hot stuff, just put in however you like. 2 would be for like kind of medium. You just kind of crush them until they're broken. Don't have to grind it up. Just like that. You can smell it. I can smell the heat. Alright, and then just put this in the bowl. Okay. Now our soup is ready. Smells so good. I wish you could smell with me. And I normally like to put meat in first. It depends on some home recipe. Somebody like to put mushroom in first, but I like meat first. Oh, it's how my mom taught me. Then you can see that shrimp is really fast cooking, and then we can put in mushroom. For this kind of soup, we do not put like lime juice while it's hot and boil on the stove, because it might get bitter taste from the lime juice. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to boil a little bit. And because I like oyster mushroom, so I'm gonna put a little bit in. If you go to Asian store, you can see that we have varieties of mushrooms. So now our soup is ready. I'm gonna scoop these in the bowl that have pepper in. You can leave the lemongrass stalk and the galangal roots slice in the pot. Don't have to put it in because we normally don't eat it. This is so flavorful and easy to make. And you can, at this point, you can put in lime juice. I'll try to spoon first. Normally, I just kind of do it eyeball, because again, that's how my mom taught me. Many times that I called my mom in Thailand and asked her for some recipe, she was always say, "Oh, put this and that, put a little bit of this, put a little bit of that," and then never have measurement. I have to kind of guessing. But it's kind of more tangy taste and more sour. And then you can see garnish with cilantro. Now you have Tom Yum Goong.